sometimes I run into people that talk about leaving a home or a piece of property to a child or someone before they pass away, because they want to see that transfer completed. But there's a number of things to consider in making that happen. The first is in dealing with taxes. We all want to avoid taxes and not have to pay them, or to pay as very little as we can. And with property, there is an advantage of holding property, particularly appreciated property, until you pass away. In looking at appreciated property, you're looking at the capital gains tax that you might have upon selling that piece of property. And that's ultimately calculated from, in the very basic way of looking at it, it's calculated from the purchase price when you bought it and the sales price when you sell it. And the capital gains tax will be based off of the difference of those two. And it could be up to a 20% of that difference. And so when you gift a piece of property to a child, or to anyone for that matter, while you're alive, that's what they call the tax basis. The amount that you purchased it for gets transferred to the person that you gift that property to. So say you bought a home for $100,000 30 years ago, and it's now worth $500,000 or more. But we'll just use the $500,000 to make it easy. And so that person would now have this home that's worth $500,000. But if they then later sell that home, they'd have the capital gains tax based off of that difference of between $500,000 minus the $100,000, so a $400,000 difference. But let's say if you held on to that piece of property that you purchased for $100,000, and then you pass away, and then that property then goes to that individual you wanted to go to. So now, instead of having the tax basis at 100, because you passed away, the tax basis jumps up to the fair market value at the date of death. So instead of having a difference of 400, and you have to pay some capital gains tax, it turns into that person goes and sells it after you pass away, and there's no capital gains tax at all, and you can completely avoid it. And so there's definitely an incentive to hold on to property until you pass away. And a good way of doing this is setting up doing it through a living trust, so that way your wishes are known, and that transfer can be effectuated fairly quickly and easily after you pass.